Mana, Saliu, Hola, Moko mana, Movuka mana, Mosinda mana, Nabesubirenyo bose moko mana, Inimoni neko mana, Nabangwaga masaka, na sio masaka borubu, Masaka mdavidatiki. That means, my name is Masaka mdavidatiki. Welcome to yet another episode of Ishome Kidawida. I am so pleased to be here. It is always my greatest joy and pleasure to be teaching you this amazing language of mine. I believe that you're so excited and ready to learn with me today because I am very excited as well as ready to teach you some Kidawida today. Professionally, I am a linguist, and above that, I am a huge lover of languages. And without a doubt, Kidawida nicho cha imbiri. That means Kidawida tops the list. I believe that you're ready to learn with me. So, without much ado, let's get started. As you can see from the title, on today's episode, we are going to learn about nominalization in Kidawida. So, what is nominalization? Nominalization refers to a process whereby we convert words from one grammatical category to become nouns. In other words, we are converting words from different word categories or different classes to become nouns. This can be done in several ways. We can convert verbs to become nouns. We can convert verbs to become verbal nouns. We can convert adjectives to become nouns, and we can also convert nouns to become nouns. So this is what we are going to do in this specific episode. We are just going to look at one category, and this is the category that we are going to look at. We are going to look at how you can convert verbs to become nouns. With me here is a list of 10 words in Kidawida, and not just words. These are 10 verbs in Kidawida. So we are going to learn the meanings of these verbs, and we are also going to convert these verbs to nouns. This is going to be a very interesting lesson, actually. There is nothing complicated here. So let's get started. The first verb in our list is the verb bora. Bora means sing. In Kiswahili, imba. How do we convert this to become a noun? Bora becomes a noun when we add the prefix m in singular and va in plural. It is not complicated, as I have said. So just look at the patterns. Look at exactly what I am doing. So in this case, we are adding m to the verb. To the root of the verb. So we form the word mbori, which means a singer. That is in singular. In plural, that becomes vabori. So from the verb bora, we form the nouns mbori, that is in singular, and vabori in plural. So in English, sing becomes a singer, in plural, singers. And this is the pattern that we are going to use for the remaining 9 words. Is there anything complicated there? I don't think so. So let's go to the second verb in Kidawida. The second verb in our list today is the word funda. Funda means teach. In Kiswahili, funza or fundisha. So this becomes mfunda, which refers to a teacher. In plural, vafunda, which are teachers. So the verb funda becomes mfunda and vafunda. Teach, a teacher, teachers. Straightforward, nothing complicated. The third verb in our list is deka. Deka means cook. So cook becomes mdeki in singular, and in plural, vadeki. Very simple again. So deka, mdeki, that is the noun in singular, and vadeki, the noun in plural. The other verb in our list is andika, which means write. So andika becomes mwandiki in singular and vaandiki in plural. So write, the noun is a writer or an author, and in plural, writers or authors. The next verb in our list is lisha. Lisha means herd. So we form the nouns mlisha and valisha. Mlisha is singular and valisha is plural. So herd, a herdsman, herdsmen. Very simple, very clear, very straightforward. That is verb number 5. Verb number 6 is chila. Chila means preach. And this becomes mchili. That is a preacher, in singular, of course. And in plural, this becomes vachili. So chila becomes mchili, and when there are many, vachili. Very simple. The next word is rigita. Rigita means to heal, but in this context, we are referring to, can we say someone that heals? It's not really the translation, the direct translation, or the perfect translation for this, but literally the word rigita means to heal. But when you say mrigiti, you are not referring to a healer, but instead you are referring to a nurse. So from this verb, we have mrigiti, and when there are many, varigiti. Mrigiti is a nurse, varigiti are nurses. The next verb is lindia. That means guard. And from this verb, we form the noun mlindiri. And when there are many, valindiri. So mlindiri is a guard, and valindiri are guards. The next verb is tanya. Tanya could be used differently in different contexts, but literally the word tanya means to separate. But in this context, tanya will be used to mean one who judges. Okay, so tanya will form the noun mtanyi. Mtanyi is a judge, and when there are many, we call them vatanyi. Mtanyi, vatanyi, from the verb tanya. So tanya forms mtanyi and vatanyi. Same pattern. And finally, in our list, we have the word loader. Loader could be used differently depending on the context. Literally, loader means to dream. But in this context, we're talking about to prophesy or prophecy. So loader will form the noun mlodi, which means a prophet in singular, and then valodi, who are prophets in plural. So this is the list that I had in today's episode. If you're a Taita speaker in the building, kindly add more words in the comment section. You can give us the verb as well as the nouns derived from the verbs that you'll be listing. So that is what I wanted you to learn today. I believe that you have been able to see the pattern. I believe that you have been able to take something home. And this is always my greatest joy and pleasure. Doing this fulfills my heart, and this is what I really enjoy to do. So before I close this episode, I would like to remind you, as always, that we are selling our merchandise. We are selling our round necks like what I have on. We are also selling our polo t-shirts. We are also selling our hoodies, and we are also selling our pens. Be part of this amazing community by purchasing yours today. You can order any of the items that I have mentioned through the email that has been provided on the screen. You can also reach out to my inbox using the contact that has been displayed on the screen as well. Before I leave, have you subscribed to Kidawida? Are you following Kidawida on X? Are you following Dishome Kidawida on TikTok? If yes, Chap Chanandigi. I really appreciate your support. And if you're not following us or subscribe to our channel, kindly do so, because that is how you help us grow, and that is how you help this initiative to keep moving. Thank you so much for tuning in. In case you have any questions, you can always feel free to ask me in my inbox. You can also ask me on the comment sections. I will always respond to your queries, and I also take note of your suggestions. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any topic of interest that you'd like me to address, always feel free to put it on the comment section as well as my inbox. Ciao Chenyi Nandigi. See you in the next episode. Bye.